Okay, let me give context. So the reason why I was saying to him, let's drive there, sleep there, and then we'll leave the following day after the funeral so we can help Puta and stuff is because this place is very far. It's in Chaba, which is in the Free State. And bruv is like, no, he's not sleeping there. It's not happening. I'm like, bruv, this is your aunt. This is your dad's only remaining sister, And she supported us. Bruv is like, no, we're beefing. Like, it's a real beef. Eventually, I'm like, you know what? I'm on my mangwabe anyway. And at least I don't let me get kote Rakadi because Rakadi Nina, she respected me and she literally welcomed me, Fine. So I'm like, you know what, bruv? I want to go and sleep there. Not at the house there, but let's book an Airbnb or something. Please. Like, I wasn't taught like that. Like, it's inappropriate. We can't just do what we want. So, eventually, bruv is like, no. Fine. But we do agree on the fact that when going there, because it's a long drive, we would go just the two of us to see if we can actually use this time to have a discussion about what things are going to be like moving forward. Since I gave that big request, remember, just before the holiday, that big statement that, I'm out. He was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. It'd be great. The trip would do us good so we can have an honest conversation. There's no one around and no one can run. We're in a car. So, we agree. I think a day or two later, Brav comes back. No, he has booked an Airbnb. Go Putsari Chaba. And we must wake up early. Because he and his sister have spoken and decided that she needs to be fetched. She's got her own car, her own fiance, everything, but she needs to be fetched specifically by us, right? Because she doesn't feel like driving and she wants to drive with her brother because it'll cost her too much to drive her own car. He's telling me. And I'm like, you can't be telling me because we had agreed we're going there, the two of us, so we can use this drive to discuss some important things that we haven't been able to discuss. No one plela. And I must stop being selfish. It's not about me. I'm like, dog, first of all, the idea of sleeping there, I gave it to you. You rejected it because it came from me. Suddenly, it's a brilliant idea because it comes from your sister. You've already booked an Airbnb that I didn't see. I don't just go sleeping anywhere. I'm very finicky about accommodation. So, not only are you being disrespectful, you went and you booked accommodation with your sister without speaking to your wife. And now you've also agreed that now we are gonna fetch her. I was livid. My ex-husband was like that. He liked ideas. I would give you the same idea and say, oh my goodness, I love green. He'd be like, green is an ugly color. And then a friend of his comes and says, oh, green is so beautiful. And he'd be like, oh, green is amazing. So he did that with me. He made a decision. Not only was I not invited to the family meeting, we agreed on something. He went and changed it with his sister. And he decided on it and said yes to it. And it comes to me one blel. And I was like, nah, dog. No, we agreed on something. Your sister has a car. Why can't you use her car? No, like, it's going to cost her a lot of money. When you're being selfish, it's not about you. It's going to cost a lot of money. I'm like, yo, she's got a man. She's also got the money. If she needs us to give her the money, let's give her the money. We said we're driving there together so we can have a discussion. No, not. I only think of myself. I'm selfish. People are going through a morning and I'm only thinking about myself. I was like, you know what? You're very right. I'm selfish. Have a great time. You guys had a family meeting. You guys don't see me as a person. You guys don't even rate me. I'm not even part of the family anymore because you guys even refuse to discuss things in the family WhatsApp group because you guys see me on the group. You guys treat me like I'm a leper, like I have some sort of a disease. You guys do things in secret. Yet my family is inclusive. And you go, you make decisions with your sister as though she's your partner. Enjoy. I didn't go to the funeral. He went. And I specifically remember that weekend because he went, and that weekend I actually left here, I think on the Saturday. No, yeah, I left my parents' house on Saturday and I went to that house. On Saturday evening, he arrives at the house, he's not speaking to me. And the time I was there to get the last of my things. That's the last of my things. It is the last of my things in the guest bedroom. And he gets there in the evening. He doesn't speak to me. I go about my life. I was packing. The next day, I think I woke up really early, packed the stuff that was in the guest bedroom, put it in my car, and I went home. I think a day or two later, I came back. I'm there to pack some more stuff. And we had a whole discussion about it, right? And the discussion was that he says, I'm extremely selfish. I only think of myself. And I was like to him, no, I don't deal with people who are disrespectful. We, as a unit, came to an agreement. Now, there was a lot happening, guys, in this fight. Now, you and your sister made decisions. One, about accommodation. Two, about her coming with us. And then you're telling me, sweetheart, friend, we've agreed on this, but can we please consider the fact that my sister asked me so. You come to me, you tell me you've made a decision. On top of that, his sister, she used to live not too far from us. I can't say where. But she was about 20 minutes from us, right? And so I was thinking, oh, it means we're going to go fetch her down the road. No, she's in the Val. She's going to drive her car from her house, which is 20 minutes down the road from us, to the Val to go do washing. Then now, we must go to the Val, fetch her, and then go to this place. I'm like, nah. And I asked him, why is she going there? He's like, no, she needs to do washing. And anyway, I'm like, it's not the point. It's the principle. That's not the point. Because if she needed to do washing, why doesn't she come use our washing machine? No, it's the principle. So not only is she asking for a ride, now she also wants to set the terms and conditions. No, I'm done compromising. I gave her a finger, you want my whole body. Nah. I was just like, nah, bruv. Guys, the more the story goes on, the more I'm just being taken for granted. The more. This thing started as we're going to the funeral. I came with a suggestion. It just spirals and spirals and spirals and spirals. I got to a point I was like, nah, screw it. The word I used at the time wasn't screw. I was like, nah, screw it. I can go. And he was like, yeah, you're selfish, and I'm just like, shut. When he came back from the funeral, we weren't talking. He didn't talk to me, so I left and then I came back. Some kaputa. I'm a focused girl. Kaputa. Guys, I have clothes. I had clothes. I actually gave a lot of them away. And we're having a discussion about it. And this guy is just like, I'm very selfish and he had to lie to his family and say that I'm not well, hence I didn't come. I'm like, oh, so you didn't tell him that I asked for a divorce, that I'm crazy and that I'm leaving? No, he didn't. Because he knows we're going to work this out, whatnot. And I'm like, we're not going to work this out because you're disrespectful and you don't see me as a partner. And you take me for granted and you treat me like shit. Because we agreed on something as a couple and then you went above my head and then you made a decision with your sister as though she is your wife. And she has a whole fiance who is not even going to that funeral simply because he just doesn't feel like seeing your family. That was his reason. That was that guy's reason. He just says he doesn't feel like it. And then you want to put her onto us where she's got all the resources to go there. And you're supposed to be fighting for at least friendship because they're not a deal. Right? But even that you don't care about. You just don't care about anything. You don't care about me, And frankly, I'm done. Guys, this fight went on for hours about me being selfish. I should have just gone to the funeral. At some point, this guy bangs the table and I'm like, you know what? That's my cue to leave. The minute now there's a threat of physical violence, I'm at the table. He bangs the table in anger. My ex is quite a big guy. Like, healthy big guy. But he was quite a big guy. And I left. And legit, I left. So, Shabu, I don't know, at some point he went on some trip. I think later on that week or something, he went on a trip overseas. And I used that chance to clean out the house of my stuff. This guy comes back from Turkey. I need to be honest. The timeline here when he went to Turkey, I'm not really sure about, right? But it's not too far after that. It's a leadership summit for his company, that company that he works for, who are Turkey, whatever. Then Brav goes to Turkey. Now I've full on moved out. Full on. By the time he comes back, I think he was gone for like maybe a week, 7 days, 8 days. When he comes back, he's got COVID, he arrives at the house. And he's like, yo, Oh, where's the medicine? So my ex didn't believe in drinking medicine. I get a school in Nilin. And that I'm poisoning my body and all of that. He doesn't believe in medicine. So I took my medicine. So all of it was mine. He's like, yo, where's the medicine? I'm coughing blood, whatnot. I'm like, yo, did you buy any medicine? And then he is like, he's not finding it, it's not in the cupboard. I'm like, oh, okay, this is via text now. My ex-husband says to me, when are you coming? He said, this is now via text. He says to me, I'm sitting with my mom, I remember. He says to me, when are you coming back home? And I'm like, darling, I am home. That man drops location of our house. And he says to me, when you're ready to fix this marriage, you know where home is. Now this is where the games begin. Hey, that man sends me that message, I'm laughing. I show my mom the text messages. I'm like, Ashu, Kito. My mom's like, is this the same son-in-law? I'm like, same guy. The same one I told you was abusing me. The same one. So let's pause there. Now, with me having been around here a lot, right? There comes a point in time where my mom's like, bro, what's going on? You're not yourself. You cry the minute someone even raises their voice at what is going on. Like, you're not the child that I know. I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't know what to say to you. I'm in tears. She's like, try me. I'm like, okay. Like, let's go for a walk. We go for a walk. I tell her everything. I found text messages between man and man. I found text messages to a girl promising her very round. So I was told what I have too much time on my hands. I should be humble with a kid. Hey, can I tell her the abuse, everything. My mom's like, nah, bro. My mom was like, nah, he must pull up. My mom's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, pack your things. Come back. What? My mom's like, there's no being a soldier, being strong for what? No. No. Yo. She was like, are you gonna tell your father? I'm like, not yet. I'm not yet ready. No, my mom was riled up. So when I showed her the text, yeah, you know where home is. She was ready to fight. She was like, this nigga must pull up. Let him pull up. Okay. Sharp. Bye-bye.